Was Gucci, you too. Y'all already know, man. Marvelous Bluntz just came with we stepping it up every time, man. We got the Halloween theme. It's spooky season with Marvelous Bluntz, man. And we here tonight on the Sunday. This Sunday night, man, the Steelers lost, so I'm pretty much heartless to the day. I don't care about sports right now, so I don't care what game is on. But the point of the matter is, we here today, man. Pap Brady, man, with my boy Tone. What's up, Tone? What's
good, man? I didn't even know the Steelers lost, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I didn't know that. Maybe that's why you use a somber mood. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Steelers, bro.
You got dog
team, bro. Pick it out there trying to fight defensive lineman. He tried to go hard. His teammate trying to help him. Like, what's going on with Pittsburgh, bro? That's not the Pittsburgh we know. When I did watch football,
it's tough. But it's like one of the things is like when it's your team. Like I just always think we're not as bad as the Redskins. That's all I think. Whenever I get it down, I'll be like, we'll never be as bad as the Redskins entire franchise since I've been born.
Yeah. But you know what though, Pap is right because the Pittsburgh all those franchises go through those droughts, you know. So it's about time Pittsburgh had their drought. So
yeah, we've been on the run. We've been on the run.
Yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back. But yeah, man, Marvelous Bluntz, man, we live, man. We got
we like super live. Torian just came in. We about to just spill.
Tap in, man.
But shout out to we bring out the sweaters. I guess that's what we were doing for Marvelous Bluntz, man. Y'all see, man. Shout out to Heroes and Villains. I got my sweater, man. Got my Peacemaker sweater. It's comfy and ready to go.
Yeah.
So we definitely gonna rock with them. Hold on, y'all. Y'all definitely know I'm promote right now. Tone, what's up though? What's good with you?
Man, we got She-Hulk coming, episode 8. I'm gonna drop that joke tomorrow. I'm gonna record it.
We're both dropping tomorrow. We're both dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, we're both dropping tomorrow.
First light is up. Spoiler alert! It's the first light
is up for She-Hulk. Yes, Daredevil definitely. Quick little thought. Daredevil would definitely enhance the episode for me, with Pap as well. Damn, man, he just. All I say is they showed up too late, but nonetheless, good job, all great episode. But yeah, man, I don't know if we got any House of Dragons fans out there, but yeah, that's about to get into that joke tonight. We got She-Hulk, we got Valkyrie Elysium final boss fight. I'm actually going to record that, put that up on the site as soon as we leave here. Yeah, man, it's lit, man. We got a bunch of gameplay videos coming up. Gotham Knights, 12 o'clock. We will be playing live on the stream
on Twitch. We're gonna make sure we upload all our Gotham Knights stuff. We're gonna upload right to YouTube. So we definitely gonna be on the game, and we definitely got some open forums coming all through fall and winter with special guests. Heavy, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna be talking about whatever, anything for sure.
Versus Xbox show is this month. It is this month.
So yeah,
weekend. Just so it probably will be next weekend. You don't know, but it's definitely coming up this month, right after She-Hulk ends,
and Black Adam too. So, but
Black Adam too. Yes, I thought about Black Adam. Yep.
Lifestyle subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz though, man. Torian, what's good?
Y'all came on extra early because I'm sitting here thinking that it's getting started at 9:30. I was literally right in the middle of getting ready to record something for the channel, and I had to stop. Because I didn't know, like, you know, luckily I wasn't too far into the commentary to the point where I can like go back and probably redo the whole thing because I was only like a minute in, so I can always add on to that. But yeah,
so good. It's been a good minute.
Listen, I told you, like, I felt like I would bust a blood vessel if I came on here and was talking about She-Hulk with y'all. But I will say, and I think the comic consensus for those who really don't care for the show will say that this episode was the best one so far. This episode actually had me locked in from beginning to end, and to the point where, with how it ended, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the finale next week or this week, however you want to put it.
Like, you know what? And like Pap said, man, me and Pap was talking about this, texting each other, and hey, Charlie Cox, screen presence is crazy, bro.
Every screen presence is crazy.
I was really interested.
He controls the scene.
Yeah, and did anyone like really notice how in this episode he was very, very, very athletic? Like he was very agile in his movements.
Daredevil. This is like fun Daredevil.
Yeah, like he was like he was like doing like he was moving like he was in the Matrix.
It was definitely cool to see. I also last note before you move to Werewolf by Night. I like how they gave him his actual, some sense of his powers, like the echo location. I like how they named it, gave his own thing, because that's what he literally has radar. Like
I don't know if y'all noticed it either or not, but remember it in this part where She-Hulk, when she was trying to figure like what his name was, she said, "So what do they call you, Gold Devil?" He said, "No, I'm Daredevil." I don't know if y'all noticed when he said that, you could hear a little bit of the theme song from the Netflix series in the background when he said that. I heard it. Sort of like how they did with Miss Marvel when he said you have a mutation. You could hear the X-Men theme song playing in the background a little bit. They did the same thing. They did the same thing.
See that. I actually want to watch this episode again. That's all I would say on that.
Facts. But we are here tonight, man. Torian hit me up. He actually made me remember that it was a Marvel, I guess short movie coming out, and I forgot actually, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't see anything, you know what I'm saying? So
the trailer didn't do it justice at all. I'm gonna just put it like that. Just in case you still didn't watch it. The trailer did nothing for what you saw. Trust me.
Well, good thing I didn't see the trailer, because we are here tonight to talk about Werewolf by Night, dog. As y'all see, dog, I honestly believe it is the best thing out of Phase 4 so far.
I said it was a breath of fresh air, at least for the stuff that comes on Disney Plus. At least I would say that this is probably some of the best things, like one of the best things that I saw them put on Disney Plus in a while. Not just even in anything MCU related, but just anything on their streaming platform that is new. It was like a breath of fresh air. And I actually said on Twitter that Marvel really pushed past their limits with this. I said this looked like something that could have went on Netflix. Honestly, I was like, are we watching Disney Plus or Netflix right now?
And they were smart and put it in black and white, so they, the blood and stuff. When you put it in black and white, they just
you can play around with that. Yeah,
it gave me big Sin City vibe, Logan vibe.
Yes. And Sin City is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Sin City is one of my favorite movies.
Toy is definitely right, because outside of Marvel projects, no funny, I don't watch Disney Plus. I'm gonna just say it here and there.
Except for the Mandalorian. I do.
I mean, like what shows that Pat wants to review, I'll try to get it to, but I don't actively go to Disney Plus for anything other than outside of like a new Marvel show or whatever. So I kind of feel what he's saying. So for me, it was like Werewolf by Night completely caught me by surprise. This is definitely top tier Phase 4. So to answer the question of the night, top tier Phase 4 easily. And I was actually interested from Jump Street, super interested in it. And I thought that it's interesting, right? How
go into your reviews.
I am. I don't know how Ted, right? So Ted, right? If anybody, y'all might not know anything, but he reminds me. Is he supposed to be Cthulhu? I don't know if you might know who.
No, he's supposed to be. That's Man Thing.
Man Thing.
Ted is Man Thing.
Okay. I've heard that name too, because I recently read something about Man Thing. Somewhere about, I think I want to say a month ago, but I thought he looked like a Cthulhu to me. And I was like, did they put him in this thing? Did they realize like the god that they put into this this movie? But as Torian just cleared it up for me, it's Man Thing. So that's my big question. The gore and stuff, I really fuck with. Like Pap said, them hiding the blood and everything, that was kind of clever. I like the fact that they went with the decapitations, like all that. I like the fact that they went there. So points to Marvel for that. I like the music. Let me see. I like the music. The music was
and it's something very interesting. There's something I'm gonna say about the music, but I'm gonna wait until you get.
They said the director did the score. They said the director actually.
You just said what I was gonna say. You just said exactly what I was gonna say.
I was like,
the director did the score.
Yeah,
the person who directed this special, because that's basically what it is.
Yes,
he is a part of the MCU's music department. Like he's done music for different MCU projects over the years, and they got him on to do the directing and the music. And I think they said this is his first big budget project as a director. Like they said, he's done like smaller things, but nothing on this scale. So for him to do, for this to be his first big budget directorial debut, I guess you can say, he knocked it out of the park. And I said, Kevin Feige, you better keep him on the payroll, because if they have to do something like this again, you need to call him, because this guy like did a really, really good job. Like, and they always say first impressions is the last impression, and he left a lasting impression for I think everybody who saw this. I don't think I saw anybody who saw this say one bad thing about it. I think everybody I saw who spoke about it enjoyed it.
I thought I also thought the Wolf it reminded me of the Wolfman. What's that guy's name? Benicio del Toro's Wolfman. You know what I'm talking about, Tori? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so it reminded me a little bit of that, like the cost, like the Wolfman itself reminded me of, it was a little close to his Wolfman, probably a little bit skinnier, because of the frame of the guy that was actually transforming. I like that process too. The process was cool. I did that. I didn't, full disclosure, I did not know any of the characters' names so about 2/3 of the way through the movie. I didn't know any of the characters' names. So I think his name was Jack, and what, I got it right here. And the girl name was Elsa.
Yeah.
Elsa? Yeah, she was pretty cool. The girl, she did a great. I thought she did a great shot.
She kind of reminded me of Jessica Jones.
I thought that was Brittany. No, that what's her name? Brittany Rayner.
Christian Ritter.
Yeah, I thought she was. I thought that's who that was at first.
Yeah, she looked exact. She like they look like they could have been twins. Like they did kind of look alike. So, and the fact that they both have, like, you know, their fighting styles was kind of the same.
Like, yeah. I mean, she looked like she's a plastic face carburetor. So, but yeah, man, Werewolf by Night, definitely recommend that. That's definitely the best. This is probably the best outing I've seen from a Marvel project in a long time. It's actually, I was actually excited. I just like, oh shit, I got to shoot like Patch. I got to shoot. I was like, oh, I got to shoot tonight for this show. You go ahead and watch this show. Nothing. Yeah. And yeah, man, I was actually telling my boy, like, yeah, this show's pretty all right, bro. I should check this out. That's the first time I said that. That's the first time I said that willingly all year without nobody bringing up anything. So kudos to Marvel. Werewolf by Night for me would be a 9 out of 10. Honestly,
lighters up.
Yeah, lighters up. Hold on, where's my light up, baby?
Shoot, this is more like a torch up.
Yeah, it's like shit. I wish if I had a torch, I'd put it up, bro. Jeez,
okay, we got a 9 for Tori, of Tony. You know what I'm saying, Tori, give your spiel, man.
Look, I was locked in from the intro. That intro, how they did the Marvel intro was fire. Like, you know, like when it comes on and it goes into the black and white, and you got the claw slashing through it. I'm like, oh, hold on, and then they got the eerie sounding to the theme song and the lightning. I said, oh, they got me locked in. I got through 45 minutes of cardio watching this. Like, so I was completely
worked out at the same time.
I was on the elliptical machine, had my phone right there, had my earbuds, and that thing got me through my.
That's crazy. That's different.
Yeah, that thing had me. I was locked in. You know, the wireless earbuds, Bluetooth.
Nah, but I'm saying, how you watch it on your phone? Though? You watch something like that on your phone?
Yeah, it was on the side, like, you know, sideways, because I had the app.
You know, like watching on the TV. You know, like with the ambiance and stuff. I feel like
I had to multitask.
Okay, you got it. I just wanted to know. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure they just be to it, because I like a little, you know, it sounds like a little ambiance. Somebody, you watching while you work it out. That's kind of crazy that you're watching while you're working out.
Nowadays I feel like I only got my TV on 2 times a week, and that's for House of the Dragon and Atlanta. So that's like the only Dragon, baby. And that's actually what's on my TV right now. Like, I have it on mute. Spoiler. I'm not like this on mute, so like I'm like more tuned in with this. So I might have to go back and rewatch it. But But Werewolf by Night, like I said, is probably one of the best things that has been on the streaming platform that is Disney Plus, and what the MCU has put out. And I'm glad that they said that it's canon, so it is going to connect with the overall story somewhere down the line. So I'm glad that it's not just, you know, they're bringing in this one-off thing and it's just its thing and then it's done. So I'm glad that it's connecting. I think it's dope that this one special that doesn't have like another episode or anything like that almost eclipse a good chunk of the stuff that they've come out with in this phase alone. And that can go for the movies as well that got theatrical releases. And like I said, it was a breath of fresh air, because a lot of people was like, with She-Hulk and everything like that, that was like a slow burn, and it's still like on a slow burn. It took them to 8 episodes
dying over here
for people to say good things about it, where you have this one thing right here where people's like, oh my God, like they actually went there with it. Like I could not believe the stuff that I was seeing in there. Like the directing was good, the music was phenomenal, the acting was great. I like that they even used practical effects in there. Even the kills were really, brutal and gruesome. Like I said, it didn't feel like I was watching something on Disney Plus. It felt like Netflix. It really did. I even like the part where, I like that they kept the realism in there when they had them in the cage and he said, look, I need you to look at me in the eye at all times, and I'm going to smell you because I need to remember your scent. That way, when I turn, I don't go to attack you, because that's the thing about werewolves is that when they're in human form, of course, they're going to know who you are. But when they turn into a werewolf, they're like a whole nother savage. They won't remember you unless they can remember your scent. And that's how it is with most pets, like cats, dogs. That's how they know who their owners are, because of the scent. So I like that they kept that sense of realism there with that. So he knew not to attack her. And I'm glad that she followed his instructions to stay locked in and look at him in his eyes, because it was one part where he kind of looked like he was going to attack her. But when she stayed locked in, he turned and went the other way. Even, like I said, down to the kills. I like that when they had that like opening scene right there, when he was just going ham right there, how they did the blood splatter on the screen. Like I thought that was dope as well. Even the kills that she was doing, like when she did that maneuver where she cut the guy's neck with the sword, that was crazy. That was crazy right there. And then she cut the other person on top of the head with the sword.
That was crazy too. That's what I'm talking about. That was even crazy.
And also too, like he I don't know if y'all picked up on it, but I called him Mike Tyson right quick when he bit the guy ear off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
When he bit his ear off, I said that's Mike Tyson right there. And also too, I found this out. The person who did like the motion capture for Man-Thing was actually a black man. It was a black man that did the motion capture for Man-Thing. So I thought that was dope as well. And I like the black and white, that the only color that you saw was the bloodstone that they were trying to retrieve. And they kept, like they said, they kept everything in black and white up until the end, where they play Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and then everything goes into color. So I thought that was an appropriate song to play, and especially since if you know, of course, you watch The Wizard of Oz, when she goes there, it goes from black and white to color. So they did the same thing here, and it actually fits, because when you think of that song, you're like, oh, it's like the storm is over, so now here comes the calm. And I thought it was funny that the butler was like, look, I want no parts of this. Please do not kill me. I see how much of a savage you are. I'm just here to help. She was like, fine. You want to help clean all of this mess up? I said he got a lot to clean, and he's old too. The man can barely move. But yeah, I have no complaints about this special. I wish it could have been something that continued to go on, but like I said, knowing that it is canon and we're going to see these characters again somewhere down the line, I'm sure they're going to incorporate him in there with, of course, probably Moon Knight, Blade, probably Black Knight, because they're probably setting up for something, of course, somewhere down the line with these characters. So this is not going to be the last time we see any of the characters, I would say, that survived, her included. So I give this a 10. Honestly,
it's a good score. I'm not mad.
I agree.
Before Pap goes, right, I think based upon Torian's like his ending statement, I think they're trying to. Do you think that they're going like the DC route, like with the Dark Universe type? I'm like, I'm not gonna say the live action, but the animated versions, like the DC, the dark animated spot with led by Constantine and them. Maybe they try to do something like akin to that with Black Knight, Blade in them.
I think they're really trying to. I think they're really trying to set up. I think they're really trying to set up that Midnight Suns. I think that's because that was some like dark material that Marvel has. So I think that they're trying to set up for that, because if you remember, like with the post-credit scene in Eternals, we know that was Blade talking to who will become the Black Knight. Those two were a part of it. Doctor Strange is a part of it. Moon Knight is a part of it. And I don't know if Werewolf by Night is a part of it or Man-Thing, but hey, if that's what they're setting up, I say throw them in there as well. Throw them in the mix.
They better hurry up because Marshall is getting impatient. They better hurry up. Hurry the fuck up and get it together.
They actually said that the person who was doing X-Men 97 is the new writer for Blade.
Yeah, that's fact. Yeah. I don't care about none of that. Guess what? Marshall about to bounce. Don't get that shit together. I'm about to get the fuck up out of there. Probably taking up all this time and shit.
It's kind of refreshing. I can't even lie. It's kind of refreshing that we actually on here talking about like something Marvel that we like. You know what I'm saying? We would just.
I know because we've been roasting She-Hulk for the last month and a half.
Like consistently. So Werewolf by Night, people were saying it was tight, and then my man Bean, he actually hit me up and he was like, nah, you gotta check the joint out. So I watched it yesterday. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is like Marvel right here. I couldn't believe like this is actually Marvel. Like they actually put this out. They took the risk, you know what I'm saying? Like because Marvel hasn't really been taking risks. They've been taking other risks.
Yeah.
So they definitely took risks. They put some magic in there with the Bloodstone. Like they put that little magic element. They put a monster in it, you know what I'm saying? Like a werewolf, which you know everybody knows about, but like they did exactly what we've been saying for probably like a year, almost 2 years. Go into the Marvel Encyclopedia and just go take a character and then make something interesting about the character, just how you did with other characters. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to pick these characters that nobody knows. Like everybody knows essentially what a werewolf is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, even though it's a Marvel character, it connects in some way. Like it has to be some connection, but they finally went into the encyclopedia. There's something different. Like we all agree that the gore, the death, all that stuff was A1. You dig what I'm saying? Like I didn't even expect all that. And then with the monsters and stuff, I'm like, the kids supposed to watch this? You know what I'm saying? I definitely didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really put stuff like this on Disney Plus. They putting Hocus Pocus 2. Everybody's on that. Like, but this was like a real live horror movie. They had the black and white element. You know what I'm saying? Then finding out that the director did the score, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That means like you just know that's like his vision all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Crafted, he literally had his hand on everything. Literally.
I like the girl main character, you know what I'm saying? They got kind of gory with the corpse, you know what I'm saying? The corpse telling them about the mission.
That was cool, actually. I forgot about that part. That was cool. I did like that. That was different.
Like that in the casket. The acting was good. Like this is quality.
Her mother reminded me. Her mother reminded me of the Trunchbull off of Matilda. I was waiting for her to say go into the chokey.
Yeah, you slow.
That's a fact. Matilda,
bro. Shout out Matilda real quick. Matilda like that.
Matilda's a fire movie.
If they do a remake of it, I wouldn't be mad because that can, just random. But yeah,
that was a fair movie. But 10 out of 10 short for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be keeping it.
You know what? Oh, light us up. Big light us up. Hold up, bro.
Definitely 10 out of 10 because like it really kept my attention and the story was short, sweet. It wasn't too much. It didn't make me think too much, and it didn't have to be connected to the MCU.
But I'm glad that it is.
We're glad that it is. But it's like it is, but it isn't. I feel like it's gonna be next Halloween. They're gonna drop another one. It's gonna be like a 2. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with that, but
I'm okay with it not being connected too, just like Pat is. Like it can be connected and not connected, and I'm okay with that.
And I thought what was also interesting too was that we didn't get much screen time with him as the werewolf, but we didn't care because the story leading up to it, the build up to it was worth it.
I think we did get
we didn't I don't think we got that much screen time with him as the werewolf. We got more time with him as a human, but when he turned into the werewolf, he only had that moment right there in that setting, and it wasn't that long. But like I said, the build up to it was worth it to the point where we didn't care how short of much screen time he had. as the werewolf because he did a lot of damage in that small space.
At the gym, that's wild as fuck.
Yeah, I was right. Listen, I was right there on the elliptical, closing my rings, had the phone turned sideways, and had my wireless earbuds in, and was watching.
I was watching this on the screenery. I was like, I gotta watch
it.
That kept me going because that kept me going because usually I only do about 30 minutes of cardio, but I said, F it, I'm gonna add on the other 15 because I'm locked in with this show.
Nuts. But whole T-Tone, that's what Let's Be on too. Like she be really watching shows on the Stairmaster. I'm like, are you all right?
Well, the Stairmaster.
Like, how do you focus? Like, how do you actually like? And Tori, you did, so it's obviously possible. But like, I couldn't. So let me be real. I couldn't really like gather anything from what I was watching if I'm trying to work out too.
Yeah,
that's why I said, hey, y'all are mutants when it comes to that. I am not hip to that. But nah, I think it was a good Halloween thing. You know, I think Halloween, that was a good Halloween special, man. I'm like, all right, they got me hip. It got me actually excited for the Christmas Guardians. I was like, dang, okay, now I'm actually excited. They might actually be having some.
And that's funny. You said that about the Guardians. I said they fit perfectly for Christmas. Because of the type of characters that they are. Like I couldn't fit them like in a Halloween at all because it wouldn't be like this. So Christmas actually fits perfectly for them. So I can see it working.
I didn't even see Werewolf by Night as like a Halloween special. I just saw it as like a Marvel, special. Like that specifically tailored to Halloween. If it is, that's cool. But I just seen it as like a special that somebody just wanted to try.
And then when he was
trying it.
And then when you think about it, I said when he was talking about how with him being a werewolf, he only goes outside once a month as a werewolf because that's when the full moon happens. And I said that wouldn't be bad when you think about it. You get one night, with a full moon being a werewolf, that would be dope. And then when she said, well, with that curse, it went from 5 days to 5 minutes, and he was like, "Oh snap! Like it's about to happen right now."
She was holding that thing like a Power Ranger.
And I liked how eerie they made it be. Like I'm glad that when she hit him with the bloodstone, that instead of you as us the viewer watching him physically turn, you saw it through a shadow. So you could actually see through the flashing of him changing, and every flash he was changing, and then his scream went from human to sounding more like a beast. And you heard him ripping out of his clothes. And shout out to the actress who played Elsa because she had to do some very good facial expressions to show fear. To show fear in that moment right there. So especially since in the whole episode she really showed no fear, she showed strength. So it was in this one moment she had to be scared for her life. So I thought that was dope of her, to actually have that happen. And shout out to Man Thing because that power that he has, just touching someone and they just fry up like that. So yeah.
That was, I think everything was well done with this. So
shout out to
and remember his name is Ted. He said, go up and tell him his name is Ted. I said, what an interesting name for a creature like that. His name is Ted.
Shout out to Kevin realizing that y'all need to get the ball fucking rolling. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate this.
Allowing your person to have creative control. Like you can tell that the one who was behind it, like you can tell that they allow him to really do what he wanted to do. You can always tell when someone is really putting their creative tone on something because sometimes you can see something and it looks like it's restricted, but when they let them just go all in and say, hey, we trust you, we trust your creativity, here you go. And this person accomplished that in 54 minutes. I tip my hat off to the director of this special right here that I'm sure has given Disney Plus some very high ratings over the weekend.
Yeah, and I think my last comment on my prediction, if they do one next year, right, I think that they should do like a Dracula type thing because you can't have werewolves without vampires. You just don't go that way.
They probably won't do a Dracula thing or wait until like maybe put them in Blade or something like that.
That's cool because that's what if they do vampires.
Seeing as how Dracula is one of Blade's enemy.
Deku's the actual character. They can actually
I know that he is one of the characters, and I think that would be dope to have him in there. I mean, you got the quote unquote first vampire going against the Daywalker. I mean, who wouldn't want to go see that?
Hey, I love vampires. Sell me.
Hey, shout out to Werewolf by Night, man. We definitely
most definitely
gave it them lighters up. Got a lot of 10 out of 10s, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely dope, man.
What a way to kick off! What a way to kick off the spooky month.
Yeah.
Speaking of spooky talk, we got some spooky talk on Blunt Talk, man. Do we have any random just off the hips, man? Before we go, man, speak on it.
I was wondering on what day are y'all going to see Black Adam?
Probably.
Well, I feel Saturday. I specifically made my work schedule for Saturday to get off at 4 all the time. So, so we always want to see it on Saturday. We can see it. We can see it on Saturday. The Saturday it come out. I mean, Tori, we know you're gonna see it during the week.
What I'm saying. No, the reason I'm saying that is because unfortunately I'm gonna be working that Saturday. I mean, I'm already gonna go see it, that Thursday because I got to do the review and whatnot. But I'm not gonna be able to go with y'all on Saturday because I am working that Saturday.
Because I think the Caps, you working for the Caps.
Their last. As a matter of fact, their last preseason game was yesterday, and I did work that. They did win it too in overtime. But their regular season kicks off on Wednesday. And I'm working, next Saturday and the Saturday after that, the 15th and the 22nd.
What's up? No funny. I'll pay. Torin. What's up with the Wizards tickets though? What's up with the Wizards tickets?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not even working any Wizards games this month because of how the scheduling is, and it just fell on days that I couldn't be able to be available to work them. I do know that I put down to work a couple Wizards games next month. But in speaking of next month, I do have my whole schedule clear that weekend that Black Panther comes out because we get to do our schedules in advance. So I made sure to keep that. I kept that whole block open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I kept that completely open.
Man, you gonna go
We'll review it on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'll just
we'll review it on Sunday, but no funny. If you do have any Wizards game, I'm just going to ask you about it all the time. Not because I'll pay in all days. I just want to go to the game. But listen, Black Adam, we will review it. Tone probably really could run point on that one on that Sunday, and we'll do the review for that. Are y'all excited for Black Adam?
I kind of am. I'm not overly excited, but my curiosity is there. I'm curious to see what DC is going to do with it because I'm gonna be honest, DC is gonna have to pull a rabbit out of their hat with this one. Why do I say that? Because after this, there's nothing coming out until Shazam, and that's in February. So because they got those delays, they push all their stuff back after Black Adam because they probably could have had a cushion if Shazam didn't get delayed. But I'm gonna be honest, it was probably for the best that they did because who's trying to compete against Avatar? I said that last year when they released them dates. I said they may need to move that because Avatar, even though it took them 20 plus years to come with this sequel, people are going to still go see it because Avatar is it has a cult following at this point, even with just one movie.
Release movies in December outside of Avatar. It's just let that build up. That'll do well for my stocks.
Maybe what I would do is for Black Panther because I really do want to. Because Lex keeps telling me, she's like, nah, we all have to go get something to eat. So maybe before Black Panther, I might take off that day. I might take off that Saturday, or we get something, see it kind of early so we can go get something to eat after.
Because that is a 3 hour. That's almost a 3 hour.
Oh, that's a 3 hour. I forgot about the run.
That is almost a 3 hour movie.
If we can find time, I'm probably because the tickets are out. So I'll go look this weekend. I'll look tonight, and see the time. So see if we can get because I can get off I'm gonna probably get off at 4 that day. I can ask to get off at 3. I can ask to get off at 3 or something, and then we just go see that joint. So I'm definitely excited to see Black Adam. I guess we could say everybody's excited to see Black Panther too.
Yeah,
I really felt that new trailer that they just dropped.
That's the last trailer I'm watching. That's the last trailer I've seen too much.
All we say is spoiler, bro. Please spare me, bro, because I haven't seen it. I know what kind of happens.
Well, Tori, I've seen.
Yeah,
I kind of, we boycott trailers on here, but I subconsciously didn't even think about it when I watched it. I just watched it, and then when I saw it, I was like, all right, I've seen enough. So I'm about to.
I'm gonna say this.
Block it on Marvelous Bluntz.
I'm gonna say this now. I don't know who over at Marvel edits trailers, but whoever edits the trailers for this movie in particular, they need a raise. These are some of the best made trailers I have ever seen. The teaser and the one they just dropped are both good, are great trailers. Like that's like, and it's good to say that because that's good. That's part of marketing. That's in their budget. So whoever is behind that, I don't know if they give awards for trailers, but that person, whoever it is, needs a few for how they cut these trailers up.
I remember when they didn't believe in Marvel, didn't believe in Black Panther. So
I did too. I remember when the first one came out and they tried to say. I remember when the first one came out and they tried to say we project this movie's going to make like $90 million. I said y'all lowballing it like that. Movie ended up becoming $1 billion movie. That movie say number one for like a month.
Torian, I'm gonna just keep calling out every show. This Black Panther is about to get billions for sure.
Oh, I concur. I believe it. I wholeheartedly believe it.
When niggas actually like their nigga senses go off and realize that they gonna go see another movie, right? And then all of a sudden they're gonna be on Twitter, they're gonna be on Instagram, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, Black Panther 2." They're gonna go in their closet, dust off the shikis. It's go time. It's go time. It's go time. It's so crazy.
What's up, King Gravity? What's
going on?
What do? So it's go time, y'all. It's gonna be no games. Like I said, I'm about to get my hoodie. I'm about to go ahead and just get my hoodie.
Listen, I went on the site. And they had a bomber jacket on there. I'm really considering getting that jacket.
I'm getting the hoodie for sure.
I'm really considering getting that jacket. And they got the jogger pants. Listen, I have become a joggers fiend. Like I literally don't be going there. I don't be going there to look for. I almost don't be going to the store looking for jeans anymore. I'll be going looking for joggers. Like literally, I don't even care if it's the summertime. I'm like literally obsessed with them because they're so comfortable. They're real comfortable. And then with me going to the gym and it's starting to get cool, they are perfect to wear. And they have enough room for you to move in. And they're just really comfortable. Like I find myself wearing those a lot now.
And that's the what you call that thing? The sponsorship. It's joggers. Yeah, send us free joggers. All the joggers.
So well, that's for me, like I said, like Black Panther, I know it's gonna be a 3-hour movie, so it's gonna be a lot. I think they're gonna really close up this phase. I'm ready to move on. Black Adam, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not expecting too much because it's just a rock. I'm like I said, like
Pat, when he said that last week, he made me not want to see Black Adam a little bit. Like, God damn it. It was like something the way he said it. And he was like, bro, it's the rock. And he's like
that seems to be a lot of people. That seems to be a lot of people's like issue. That seems to be like a lot of people's issue with it because it's like, granted, like I always felt like The Rock did look like Black Adam, like how he looks in the comics, he looks just like him. So I was like, I can't really see anybody else but him portray him. But a lot of people's like, but it's The Rock though, like he's not being, Black Adam, like he's not being a separate character. And this is his first go round at doing something superhero comic book. So I can understand how people feel. And it's crazy because a lot of people are hyping up more so the characters around him more than him.
Real funny. I hope they do Dr. Fate. I just want to see some cool Dr. Fate.
Especially Dr. Fate, because that's a character that his name constantly pops up. And like I said, I don't know if I had said it to y'all or somebody else, but I said that Black Adam and Hawkman are gonna go at it. I have a feeling they're gonna go at it a couple of times.
You said that
in this movie. Yeah, okay, it was here. I said that I feel like they're gonna go at it a couple of times in this movie. But I am interested though in seeing about this villain. Now, I did do some research on who the villain is because they kind of teased it in the latest trailer, and his name is Cyborg, and he's basically the epitome of the devil. So basically, Black Adam is going against Satan. If you want to be technical,
basically
so I said DC really went dark with. I said DC really went dark with.
And look though, I like that low key. I like it, and I like how his acronym is like almost the antithesis of Shazam or Black Adam is like the complete opposite of what they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. But he's like a run. I ain't gonna lie to you, the villain. I really don't care. I think he got a cool name. That's about it. But because he saw at the bottom of the DC total, I honestly would have known nothing about him until they revealed him in the movie. I would probably look them up, whatever. Like that's about it.
So I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do because, like I said in the last trailer, all they did was show him popping up out of the water, and it looks like he was about to go. Like Hawkman was about to fight him, and that was it. So we don't know what powers he has. We don't know how he sounds or how he moves or where he comes from. So hopefully the movie does. Clearly. But so I'm curious. Yeah, clearly. And I just said that. I just said he's the devil. So where else is he coming from? But so I'm curious to see how he is because from what I've also read is that he is a very, very powerful villain, like to the point where Black Adam like probably would take a few hits against him. So I'm curious to see how that's going to be. Same thing with Namor. Namor is a very powerful individual too. Like he's very strong. I don't know how they're gonna do his character in the movie, but they say he's a very, very formidable opponent. As a matter of fact, in the comics, him and Black Panther fought a few times. They fought a few times
with Alf, and we was predicting that. I was predicting, and Alf agreed that if Marvel's going to do it, if they're clearly going to sink Wakanda, they got to go all the way. So just go
like those scenes when they're flooding Wakanda look like it's going to be very, very interesting. I wonder how many gallons of water they had to use for those scenes.
They better go all the way, bro. I just want, and Namor better be because he's not really a villain. Well, anti-hero is, so I'm curious to see who the real villain is. That's my little spill on that.
I was getting ready to say something. I was getting ready to say something from the trailer, but you said no spoilers, so I'm not going to say it.
I'm just looking forward to reread and shout out Mike. Pap knows Mike, bro. He spoiled some of the trailer for me at work. It was actually the moment that Pap was texting in the group chat, right? Because I'm at work or whatever. I'm like, what's going on? They talking about the trailer, right? And then Mike come around the corner. Yo, you see a Black Panther 2 trailer? They show, and she in the suit, I'm like, bruh.
Because he was excited.
Yeah, they was excited, so they couldn't help it. They couldn't help it.
But so you do know. So why can't we talk about it?
Because I did not see it. I didn't see it. But I didn't see it. I know.
But you know what? I'm glad that Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, is getting some respect on her name because I remember when she first got introduced, people was like, I don't know how I feel about a female Iron Man or something like that. Like that's how people were. That's how people was like at the beginning. Like they didn't
table for her. The card is still on the table. The card is still on the table because those are big shoes to fill. So I do not care. I'm gonna have to really. That's why I said I'm gonna really go in to this joint. Because I think the first Black Panther, even though I still think Black Panther was mid, I don't care. I don't care what the fuck y'all talking about. I don't care. It was mid. But I'm in a different mindset, so I'm gonna actually go into it thinking different. I'm not thinking about this is the Black Panther from Civil War. That's out of my mind now. That's gone.
That been completely out of my mind. I actually forgot. With Black, like I ain't gonna do, bro. Like
so now I have a different way I'm looking at Black Panther now because I'm just like, all right, it's not gonna be this. It's obviously not even just because Chadwick died. Like even if he was alive, it wasn't gonna be Civil War Black Panther no more. So I'm just gonna go into it. I'm gonna go see it. We're gonna go see it in IMAX. You know what I'm saying? Go super crazy. Go see what's up with it. And then we're going to review it. I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be nice if it's a great movie. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say I have high hopes for this movie, especially since it seemed like in the process of making this movie, it was like a dark cloud was over it from day one. Right. It's almost like everything that could have possibly went wrong with it happened before they even started shooting. Of course, with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, and the thing is, he passed like literally like 3 months before they started filming. Like the script and everything was already done, and then he passes, and that happened. Then the stuff with the actress who plays Shuri and the stuff that she had going on, the injuries, all the other controversy surrounding her, that happened. Then you had Ryan Coogler and the issue at that bank. So like it's like a lot of stuff that was going on with this. So I hope that it's a good movie. One thing I will say is that it looks like Angela Bassett has more scenes, because in the first one she really didn't have that much to do, but it seems like they're giving her a lot more to do in this, and I'm glad, because as we all know, Angela Bassett is a phenomenal actress.
Right.
Like that's without the shadow of a doubt. Like you put her in anything and it's going to, like, people are going to watch it because she's just that great of an actress. The movie could be terrible, but her performance is going to be great. And I like that even in the trailers, they give her like a lot of dialogue. So I'm glad. It's almost like she's helping to carry the story along. So this is going to be, very interesting to see. I can't wait to see it. This is, and I don't know why people say, oh, it's going to show too much. I'm talking about Utah. I don't want to see it's going to show too much. Listen, this is a 2 hour and 41-minute movie. I highly doubt that they show too much in the 2 minutes.
I like this.
Go ahead, Tom.
I like this build up of anticipation because, like I said, like I've been saying consistently for the past year, I've been getting bored with Marvel, so I don't want to see no trailer. I just want to be, as a fan, like I just want to go to the movie, like okay, I want to feel that joy again. And I felt that joy from the fucking the Werewolf Jones. That Jones was good. The fucking recent episode of She-Hulk, because I ain't watching no trailers about no promo, no nothing. That was good.
I really haven't seen no promo either, but like
I like Thor 11. Thor was all right.
But we didn't watch the trailer. That's why I say I've seen my trailer. I'm gonna block the thing.
You gonna have to really try to block some stuff out like right around the time the movie come out, because on Twitter you already know them people gonna have hashtag. They gonna have hashtag Wakanda Forever, hashtag Black Panther.
Hold up, before we go, Pat, spoiler. There are spoilers leaking for Gotham Knights online. I don't know if you know that, but beware, bro.
Y'all said y'all gonna be streaming that tonight, right?
No, that's gonna be 21st.
The 21st.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm about to say I don't think the game came out yet.
Every day, Tori, I'm gonna block something that has to do with Black Panther 2 every day.
One thing I did say though, when it came to them saying or coming up with the decision to not recast T'Challa or an actor to play him, is that I feel like now we are going to be robbed of that T'Challa and Storm wedding. I said when they first announced that Black Panther was coming into the MCU, the first thing that came to my mind was that wedding. And I went and looked up pictures from the comics when they got married. I said, that is so nice. I said, I wonder what that would look like on screen. That would be a beautiful sight to see, and it would be a great way to introduce, Storm coming in. Then you're like, oh, the X-Men not gonna be too far behind. So I said that, I felt like that we were robbed of when it came to that part right there. And I said that was probably one of the few things, and I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually brought that up.
It would have been dope. It definitely would have been dope, but rest in peace, Chadwick, man.
It's gonna be an emotional movie. I will say that it's gonna be an emotional movie.
Like I said, like I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the mindset I'm going into it. Like not saying I'm not gonna be, trying to review it so we can talk about it, but like I really want to go into it just like, all right, man. Our Black Panther's gone. It's time to move on. MCU's moving on, and that's just focus on that. That's not focused on
Chadwick acting.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's see how y'all gonna move on from this.
Yeah, and I think that makes it even better that this is going to be the movie that closes out Phase 4. So it's not only you're closing out a phase of content from the MCU, but now you're closing a chapter to something that happened in real life. So it's almost like once we do this and we're kind of like moving forward, not like maybe it's like it gives now people like that room to kind of breathe and just kind of digest and like really like let everything just kind of sink in before we move in. I'm glad that there's a couple months in between, the ending of Phase 4 and then the emergence of Phase 5, which I know you're ready to kick off because you know what movie kicks that off, and that's Ant-Man. Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Let's
where
go.
we gonna get the villain of that phase, of course, being Kang the Conqueror.
Right.
So I can't wait to see how his character is going to be. Like, like they're building up, and the thing is, they're like, we know that he has to be a very big villain because they got a whole movie that's gonna be named after him. So even Thanos didn't get that. They didn't call it Avengers Thanos War. This one is called Avengers Kang Dynasty. So like, this is going to be a big deal.
We'll be turned up, man, for sure. Shout out to Quantumania. Shout out to Ant-Man, man. Any more blunt talk before we get off, bro?
No, that's it, man. Everybody, man, just like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Blunts, man. Thank you, Torian, for popping up.
Numbers going up.
Yes. Torian, get your spill. Yeah, before we go, get your spill, man. Shout out to Torian. Give your spill, man.
All right. Well, anybody y'all who's watching out there, y'all can make sure you can follow me at Torian Rain Reloaded. That is the YouTube channel. I'm less than 200 away from 51K. I can't believe it. It's crazy because I just hit 50K like less than a month ago, and it's like the numbers are just going up. So the algorithm is working in my favor, considering what it is that I talk about. Y'all can also follow me on Twitter, Torian Rain Reloaded, or you can follow me also on Instagram at Torian_Rain. 3 videos a day, with the exception of Saturday and Sunday, just 1. And on Fridays, it's 2 videos and a live stream.
Can you dig that? Shout out to Torian, man.
It's a lot, but somebody got to do it.
You did. Tone, get your spill before we go, man. What's Gucci, man?
Oh, man. Ain't nothing, man. Shout out Marvelous Blunts, man. Ready for, don't get to come back next week for She-Hulk's season finale mega show. Want to be on, you know how to reach us. Instagram, Twitter, DM one of us or the page.
That's going to be the big show, right?
Yes, we're definitely gonna have some guests. Like, some people reached out to me on my personal page. They're like, they want to come through. So yeah, this finale is definitely going to have. Yeah, so it's next Friday, Friday night.
And speaking of like spooky or like Halloween based stuff, I will be going to see Halloween Ends, and I will be reviewing it on my channel, and the review will be up most likely on Friday. Most likely on Friday.
Well, I'll reveal here. I will reveal it here. I'm going to go see that, but also as well next Sunday I'm gonna have a little vlog. I'm going to my first Steelers game
in Pittsburgh.
Yes, versus the Buccaneers. So I'm gonna see Tom.
Let me tell you, that view. I don't know if you've ever been to the view up in Pittsburgh. It's like this.
Nothing.
You never been?
No. So
listen, it's a spot in there. I'm telling you, because I have family up there. It's a spot up there because Pittsburgh has a lot of mountains. It's a spot up there, and literally, it's one of the most beautiful views ever. And when you stand there and look, I believe to the right, you can literally see the entire Steelers stadium, like literally from like a high vantage point. It's a really nice view. It's almost like it looks like a postcard.
Man,
but it's really nice.
I'm going to definitely be out there next weekend, definitely seeing my name person, and then I'm about to go see my favorite team. So that's revealed here on Marvel.
Oh, you like the Steelers?
Yeah, that's my squad. But shout out to Chief. Shout out to Chief, man. He knows who he is. He definitely looked out for the cookout. So shout out to Marvel's Bunch. I'm gonna see some behind the scenes for that. I'm definitely gonna have it up. And my guy from DC is actually a Buccaneers fan, and he's going too. So some DC people gonna be there too. So yeah.
And speaking of the Buccaneers, it's funny. I wasn't even gonna mention it until you said the Buccaneers. But since you mentioned in Florida, I hope everybody is down there is doing well, because y'all went through it with that hurricane a couple like last week.
Most definitely.
I saw the damage from that, and my goodness, it looked horrible. It almost looked like a third world nation.
No facts.
Like that flooding. And I was watching a guy do a video, and he did a video 12 hours before the hurricane hit, and he was near a pier, and you could see all the water there. He went out there 12 hours later, and most of that water was gone. Like literally, if he was to walk out there, he could walk onto the ground where the sea is, and not drown. Like they literally just picked all the
I'll
water up and threw it onto the land.
I'll stay up the West Coast. I'll stay up here.
That's why I said I couldn't live in Florida. I said between them tropical storms, hurricanes, and them gators, it's no way I could live down there. The weather is nice, but not to live.
No, shout out to Florida. I hope everybody's okay, man. But real talk, man. Shout out to everybody that's like, commenting, and subscribing. And Marvelous Bluntz, ASAP Rocky. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Torian, man. Shout out to Tone, man. Like we said, man, we got endless content out right now coming this week. Pull back up next week for the She-Hulk finale show. Yeah, man. I know it's Marvelous Bluntz, man.
Hey, where's Rose?